my name is Alix and I'm with Kindpact. Welcome to Yoga for Sciatica. So your sciatic nerve is the longest nerve in your body, and it runs from your lumbar and sacral spine all the way down through your glutes, the back of your thigh, through the knee and down through the calf, all the way to your heel and the base of your foot. So it's actually the longest nerve in the body. And when the sciatic nerve gets irritated, it can cause excruciating pain, relentless pain. So today's class is all about working through exercises that are subtle, slow, that will help to relieve and prevent sciatic pain. So for class today, all you need is a block. So go ahead and grab a block now. Feel free to pause the video if needed, and then pop into something comfy and we'll begin. So we'll start off on our backs. So if you are dealing with some sciatic pain today, feel free, move slower than I am if I'm going too fast, but we're gonna move at a very mindful pace today. So come on down to your back, and we're going to meet in Shavasana. But for today, we're just going to keep our knees bent. So you can walk your heels out, toe heel your feet out to the edges of your mat, and then dock your knees into one another. And then place your one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. We're just going to take 5 deep breaths together to welcome ourselves to our mats. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. The next 3 will be in through the nose and out through the nose. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. So if the eyes were closed, you can bring the eyes open. And then walk your feet in until they're under your knees. And then we're just going to slowly straighten one leg and straighten the other. And you can bring your arms up and then back. Take a full body stretch here. So point through the toes. Send the arms towards the back of your space. Breath in. And breath out. So first pose here, we're just going to roll over onto our right side, and then you can rest your head on your right arm here. And feel free to roll over onto your left side if that's easier in order to see me. You can place your left hand in front of your chest. And then we're just going to very slowly hug the left knee up towards the chest. Really bring it up. You can flex through your left foot. And then once you found a good spot, you can rest the knee down on the mat. You can even use your hand to kind of pull the knee up towards your chest. And then allow the foot to relax. Allow the knee to relax. So very gentle kind of knee to chest pose here, just on our side. So think about lengthening through the right leg. We're lengthening up through the right hand. And then you can bring your left hand to your side. And then I want you to think about pushing the left knee down into the mat. Tense up through the body. Inhale. And then exhale, release that pressure. Release everything. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, push the left knee down into the mat. Ground down through the earth. And then exhale, release, let every muscle go. Last time, inhale, push the left knee down. Feel it through your glute, maybe into the low back. And then exhale, release. And then with your left hand, you can see if you can pull the left knee any closer towards the chest, making sure if there's increasing pain or you're feeling this way too much, know that you can back off or omit the pose completely. You have to be the master of your own body. And then just very slowly, you can place the left hand by the chest and then just walk the left foot down to the mat. And then we'll roll onto our backs. And then let's visit the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch around here so I can face you. Take another full body stretch, point the toes, reach the hands overhead, breath in, and a breath out. And then we rock onto our left side, if you're not already there. So rest your head on your left arm, stack the legs. And then when you're ready, start inviting the right knee up towards the chest. Maybe you would like to use your hand here. So knee to chest on our sides. Start to feel that nice opening through the leg, the hip, the low back. And then as you're ready, just allow the right knee to fall towards the mat. And then you can flex through your right foot, and we'll do the same 3 deep breaths here on this side. So take an inhale, push the right knee in towards the mat, and then exhale, release. Inhale, push the right knee in towards the mat. Good. And then exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, push the right knee down towards the earth. And then inhale, release. Good. Last time. See if you can invite that right knee any closer towards the chest. And then very slowly bring the right hand by the chest and then just work your right leg down towards the bottom of the mat as then you roll onto the back here. And then let's hug both knees into our chest. Feel free to rock right and left if that feels nice for your low back, or you can stay still. Nice. And then if you're feeling up for it, let's lift the head off of the mat. Start to lift the shoulders up and then just bring the forehead towards the knees. Take an inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Nice. And then we're gonna bring the knees up and then bring the feet up. So we're in this like reverse tabletop position. Except we'll just leave the hands in a T, so you can bring your arms out to a T, palms face down. And just make sure your legs aren't, or your feet aren't coming up too high, or your feet aren't too close to your glutes. So you really want to be in that 90-degree angle with the legs. And then we're just going to do some toe taps here. So you don't want to be able to slide your hand underneath your low back. You really want to think about pushing the low back into the mat, okay? And we're going to strengthen here, work our core. As we touch the right, you can inhale as you touch the right toes down, and then exhale, come up. Inhale, left toes tap. Exhale, come up. Inhale, right. Exhale, up. Inhale, left. Exhale, up. Push the low back into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Use your hands for support. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale. If it gets to be too much, take a break. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. 1 more right. Inhale down. Exhale up. And then inhale down. Exhale up. Nice. Feel free to drop the feet now. Heel toe your feet back out to the edges of your mat, and then very slowly just drop the knees to one side. Inhale, knees come up, and exhale, knees drop down. Just windshield wiper your legs here. Inhaling as the knees come up, and exhaling as the knees go down. Keep your knees bent, walk your feet back in underneath your knees. And then we're gonna place the right ankle on top of the left knee here. And then think about still sending the low back down into the mat, so we don't wanna have that kind of rainbowing of the back where we could slide our hand underneath. So none of that. Keep the low back pushing into the mat here. So now we're kind of in this figure 4 position, and if your knee is like mine and it's coming towards the chest, which is probably happening with you too, and that's okay. We're just going to very gently push out on the right knee here. Flex through the right foot and breathe. You could stay in this position, which is great, or if you're looking just for a little bit deeper of a stretch, you can start to lift the left foot off of the mat, okay? And then you can interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. You want to energetically think about pushing the right foot away from you, and then hugging the left knee in towards you to create that resistance. Keep breathing. Send the low back into the mat, so you might kind of pop it up off of the mat, push the low back in, and then very slowly drop the left foot down, and then the right foot. And then you can just windshield wiper the feet and the knees here. And then we'll work our way to the other side. So this time the left foot comes on top of the right knee. And then we're going to very gently push the left knee away from us. Keep your left foot flexed. You're pushing down, grounding down through the right foot. Feel free to stay in this variation, or you can start to lift the right foot and then interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. Energetically bring the right knee up towards the body, push the left foot away. And breathe. So sciatic issues can happen via an injury, something putting pressure on that sciatic nerve, or it can be due to chronically tight hips and low back. So this is helping to work into the hips. And then gently release the right foot down. Release the left. One more time, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Again, no jerky or fast movements here today. Very slow, subtle, and mindful movements. And then go ahead, bring your knees up towards the sky. And then we're going to do some sciatic flossing to massage the sciatic nerve. So just start to lift the right foot off of the mat. And here you can keep a bend into the right knee. We'll just interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. And here you might think we're going into a hamstring stretch, but no, the hamstring isn't the goal here. It's literally to massage the sciatic nerve. So we're going to start off by just hugging the right heel down towards the right glute and flex your right foot. We're going to inhale the right leg up to the sky, or the right foot, and then exhale, point the toes, and then draw the foot down. Good. Inhale, flex the foot, come on up. And then exhale, point the toes, and then bring the foot down. Good, let's keep going. Inhale up. Exhale, point, come down. Inhale, flex, extend. And then exhale, point, come down. Nice, one more time. Inhale, flex, come up. And then exhale, point, and come down. Nice. Release the right foot to the mat. Let's extend both legs to the bottom of the mat, and then just a very gentle bouncing through the knees here. Even maybe roll through the ankles a little bit. And then we'll do the other side. So bend through both knees. This time, left foot lifts up off of the mat. And interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. And then flex through the left foot. And inhale, start to bring the foot up towards the sky. Exhale, point, and then draw the foot down. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. Inhale up. Exhale down. A couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, point, come down. One last time, inhale up. And then exhale, point, and then drop the foot down. Nice, release the left foot. Extend both feet down to the bottom of the mat. And same thing here, just a gentle bounce through the knees. Roll through the ankles a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and come up to a seat. So you can rock up by holding the hands behind the legs. If rocking is too much, if your back's kind of hurting today, that's okay. You can just push yourself up. Really, just any way feels good. Come on up to a seat. And then we'll extend our legs out in front of us. And if you'd like to prop yourself up on a little blanket or a towel, you can do so. Feel free to pause the video right now to bring the hips up a little bit higher to create that length to help with, if you may be rounding the back through this, it helps to put a little bit of something underneath you to prop you up. So we're going to start off by bending through the right knee, bring the right foot to the mat. We're just going to do a few gentle twists here. So we're going to start off by inhaling the arms to the sky, and maybe the arms only come up right here today, that's okay. And then exhale, we're going to twist towards the right very gently. So we're going to start by lengthening up, and then exhale. We're just doing a very gentle twist here, so we're not cranking. Make sure you're flexed through the left foot. You can hold onto the right knee with the left hand. Again, just a very, very gentle twist here. Also, flexion is hard on sciatic issues, so we're going to be doing back extensions today, and also a few exercises that strengthen the back as well. So avoiding the flexion and avoiding the forward folds. One last breath, inhale. And then exhale, return forward. And then we're going to twist the other way. So take an inhale. And then exhale, bring your right elbow inside of the left knee. And then we're just going to twist this way. So your left hand is behind you. And then you can think about pushing the right elbow in towards the knee. And then you're hugging the right knee in towards the elbow. If you've kind of started to round through the back here, think about bringing the chest out, shoulders back, like you have that imaginary string pulling you up. Last inhale. And then exhale, return forward, beautiful. And then extend the right foot down. You can pedal through the feet a little bit, the legs. And then let's go to the other side. Left knee, bends. Left foot comes to the floor. Flex through your right toes here. As you're ready, we'll inhale our arms to the sky. And then exhale, very gentle twist to the left. So prop up onto the left fingertips behind you. You can hold onto the left knee with the right hand. Think about turning the belly button towards the left leg. Maybe your gaze is forward today or to the left, or maybe even behind you. But again, today's movements are subtle, no jerky or cranky movements. Inhale, and exhale, return forward. Take another inhale, And then exhale, bring the left elbow inside of the right knee as you twist towards the right. So again, not cranking, not too deep of a twist here. Think about pushing the left knee out, or left elbow out, and bringing the right knee in. You can prop up onto your right fingertips behind you. Breathe. One more inhale. And then exhale, return your chest forward. Bring the left foot down to the bottom of the mat and then work through the feet here and the knees. Nice, and then we're gonna do another seated little side bend here. So you can extend the right leg out to the side, about 45-degree angle, maybe even a little bit wider, if that works in your body. And then bring the left foot in towards the right thigh. Flex through your right foot. And as we're ready, we're gonna take an inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, drop the right hand down towards the right leg. And then we're just going to very gently bend over to the right. So notice here, we're not dropping the chest down towards the mat, down towards the leg. We're staying very lifted through the chest. And then we're just allowing the left arm to come up and over. So my hips are squared off to the front. My chest is squared off to the front. And just make sure your left hip also is staying planted down onto the mat. We're not folding deep enough to cause any pain. If there's any pain, again, please back off. I'm gonna think about bringing the right pinky down towards the mat. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Or the left pinky, sorry. And then inhale, come on up. Good, and then let's switch sides. So the left foot comes out to the side now, 45 degrees, or maybe a little bit wider. Bring the right foot in towards the left thigh. Feel free to walk around on the sit bones if needed. And we'll inhale our arms to the sky. Drop the shoulders. And then exhale, release your left hand to the left leg. And then let's fold over to the left very gently. Bring the right pinky down towards the mat. Open through the chest. Bring your heart space out. Shoulder. The right shoulder comes back. And then we bend. Keep your right hip planted down onto the mat. Every exhale, just soften a little bit more. Ensure your chest is squared off towards me and the hips. One last inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, just go ahead, come back up. And then you can bring the left leg in. And then we're just gonna rock into a tabletop position. So take your time in getting there. And we are going to do some very slow cat and cow movements. So make sure here in your figure four, you stack your shoulders over your wrists and stack your hips over your knees. Your hands are about shoulder distance apart and your knees are about hip distance apart. And then on your inhale, let the breath lead the way. Drop down for cow, so extend through all those belly muscles, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. And then exhale, cat, round through the back, push through the palms, extend through the shoulder blades and drop the head. Inhale, cow. Good. Exhale, cat. Very slow. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Good. Inhale for your cow. And exhale, cat. Really broaden through the shoulder blades. Look back through your legs. Couple more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat. Beautiful, everybody. You can just come to a flat back now. And then you can start to inch your knees backwards a bit and walk your hands out just a tad. And then just very slowly go ahead, bring yourself down to the mat on your belly. Keep your elbows in towards your sides. Nice. And then bring your hands in front of you, and we're just going to rest our forehead on our forearms here and take a little bit of a breather. So completely relax the shoulders here. Allow everything to soften. Bring your big toes together and let the heels fall out to the side. Just take a moment to breathe. Nice. And then we're just going to bring our hands out towards the edges of our mat. And then we're going to do some alternating leg lifts here. So you can drop your chin towards the mat. And then we're just going to lift the right foot off of the mat. And then exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower down. Good, let's do a few more. Inhale, lift the right leg. Maybe it's an inch off the mat or a few. Whatever you can do today, it's perfect. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower down. Good, one more each side. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg. And exhale, lower down. Nice. And then slide your hands up towards the corners of your mat. And then we're just going to start to lift the chest here. So it's kind of like a variation of cobra. Start to lift the chin and the chest, just coming into a very slight cobra here. Keep breathing. If there's any discomfort in the low back or the spine or the glutes or anywhere, if your sciatic issues are flaring up right now, feel free to just rest on your belly. And then exhale, lower the chin down. We'll do a few more of those. Inhale, lift the chin. Lift the chest. Maybe the arms can straighten a little bit more. Keep your legs planted down onto the mat. And then exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift. Straighten through the arms a little bit. Tops of the feet stay planted on the mat. And then exhale. Lower on down. Good. Bring your forearms in front of you. Rest your forehead down. You can bend through the knees and windshield wiper if you would like. Or you can just be still. Take a breather that way. Nice. And then straighten through the legs. And then we're just going to roll onto our back. Roll onto your back. And then bring your block with you. So have your block nearby, but first let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe rock side to side. And then release your feet down. Knees stay bent here. We're going to do bridge pose with the block. So you want to place the block on your sacrum, so at the base of your spine. So bring your feet about hip distance first. Knees are over ankles. You can bring your hands to your sides and then lift the hips when you're ready. Lift, lift, lift. And then grab on your block. You can either use the low setting like this or the medium setting. I'll use the medium setting here, but feel free to do whatever works for you. And then make sure you are in a comfortable position here. So you might need to move the block around a little bit in order to find that sweet spot. And if you're feeling any crunching through the neck, use your hands and kind of pull the back of the head up towards the back of the mat, and then tuck your chin towards your chest. We'll just take a moment here and breathe. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles in your face. And soften through the midsection. Make sure your knees aren't falling out towards the side, so keep your knees over your ankles, toes track forward here. Might start to feel like you never want to come out of this pose, but we're only going to take one more breath. Release. And then push through the feet as you lift the hips up just a little bit, enough to bring the block out. Slowly release your pelvis to the ground. Knees come into the chest once more. You can rock. And then you can release the knees, bring your arms to a T, and then we're just going to allow the knees to fall to either side. And have your block nearby. So you might find that the top knee is kind of just hanging out in the air and it's uncomfortable. You can place the block in between the legs here, which feels nice, just some extra support. And as best you can, both shoulder blades are attached to the mat. Maybe you'd like to drop your chin over to the right. And then your chin comes back to center. You can hold the block in your hand as you bring the knees back to center. Take an inhale. And then exhale, knees drop to the other side. You can do it with the block or without. If you'd like the block, just place it in between the knees. Bring your arms to a T, and then the chin can fall to the left or whatever side you're on. Slowly return the chin over the chest. You can set the block off to the side. Return your knees towards your chest. And then we'll just extend one foot to the bottom of our mat. And then the other for Shavasana. So allow the feet to fall to either side. You can bring your hands to your sides. If this doesn't feel super nice in your low back, feel free to bend through the knees as we did in the beginning. And then heel toe your feet out to the edges of your mat, and you can take a bent knee Shavasana. Feel free to close down the eyes. Come heavy. Give yourself permission to relax and let go. bring your attention back to your body, wiggle your toes, your fingers. Take a deep breath. And then make your way to your side. Taking one last moment to savor the stillness. And then push yourself up to a seat. Join our hands at our heart. And we'll take 3 deep breaths to end class. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh and release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you live with ease. Namaste. Well, I hope that class helped you to release sciatic pain if that's something you're going through, and then you can revisit this class if it's ever flaring up in the future. But thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next class. Have a good one.